Oh, happy Monday. It's Monday, March 18th. Holy shit. Already. That's insane. Already, huh? How is everyone doing on this beautiful Monday evening? It's pretty nice in Toronto. Not sure where you're located, but today was the most amazing day. And I'm curious to know how was your day and how you spent your day. What did you do? I spent the day working with amazing clients. So 2 of my clients, today I had coaching calls with them, and I'm just like more and more, the more I do the work I do, the more I fall in love with it. Like the more I'm like, I love them. Like I love my clients so much. And I want to give them my all because I fucking believe in them. I know that they will achieve incredible things. I can see so much success for them. It's available, it's there, and I'm so grateful to be able to guide them to go and get it and go and create it for themselves. So it's just so powerful things that I'm doing, and I feel energized, totally energized. And when I just started coaching like a year ago, I was basically stressed out before my coaching calls, and I was like, oh my God, do I need to show up in a certain way? But I realized I just gotta show up, and that's it. I just gotta be myself, speak my truth, share everything that I have inside of me that can help that person, and that's it, right? So how is everyone doing? I'm excited to talk about a subject that is pretty interesting and close to my heart because I've been now side hustling for almost 2 years. So it's been quite a journey, and I went through all the phases of thinking that side hustling and business in general was a huge, impossible thing to achieve. That was complicated, difficult, hard, complex, tedious, a long game, like all that, right? I thought that this was it. And so now, tonight, I'm excited to simplify this whole game. Hi, Ella. So good to see you in here. Hope you're doing great. Let's see if more people on Instagram. Let's make sure that, cool, perfect. So we're both on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm about to chat about how to simplify your business. Whatever business you're doing, I'm gonna get really like as simple as it can be, so that you understand that sometimes you're complicating your life for nothing, and that you should remove all of this fluff kind of preventing you from actually achieving the type of work that you want to achieve. So, as I was saying, today was basically the exact representation of what business should be. Should be flowy, should be nice, should be fun, it should energize you. It should be just this complete amazing thing that you're doing. Business should not be complicated. Hey Michael, so good to see you in here. I love that it's really weird. Some Mondays there's a lot of people on Instagram. Now today, for some reason, everyone's on Facebook. Amazing. That's cool. I like Facebook too. I get it. So by the way, if you're on Instagram right now and you want in on my Facebook group community where everything's going on, I'm literally showing up on a weekly basis on Monday nights, and I'm putting a lot of free content in there as well. So if you're a side hustler and you want in this Facebook group where the real magic happens, please DM me. I'll let you know how to get in. Hey Claire, so good to see you. Ooh, my aunt, I love her. Ooh, good to see you. Happy Culture, amazing. Good to see you as well. So today, again, I'm gonna go really deep into how do we simplify this whole thing that we call business. A lot of you are coming to me saying, yeah, but I can't leave my full-time job. It's so overwhelming, so many changes to be done, la la la, la la la. No, first off, no, you don't need to leave your full-time job to start a business. First of all, that's one thing that we should just like, get off the door. You do not need to leave your job. And even better, you should keep your job to keep your stability and get your creative juices on, because if you have this pressure on your shoulders, that's not going to be good for your creativity and your flow. So there's no need to leave your job to start a business, and it is freaking simple. Okay, but I'm going to talk about why do we overcomplicate things. So I'm sure some of you out there right now are listening to this saying, oh my God, like there's so much content out there. There's webinars. People are doing all those different strategies to get my attention, to get my business, right? So do I need to do this if I'm launching my business? Do I need to be out there? Do I need to be on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn? Do I need to do webinars? Do I need to do freebies, email lists, Okay, I know, overwhelming, right? That's kind of the clutter of overwhelm from all that content strategy game, which is not necessary. You need to do only one thing. You do not need to be everywhere, right? So the first thing I'd say is that I understand your overwhelmed. I totally get it. And as soon as you start being a watcher and watching what everyone is doing, yes, this is overwhelming. I get it. It's like way too much. You don't know where to start. You're completely lost in this sea of possibilities of things that you could be doing, right? I get it. I totally get it. So I was there. I was literally binge watching everyone's content. I was constantly trying to see what people are doing, what strategy they're using, but yet I wasn't acting because I was overwhelmed. So, it's funny because I had this discussion with one of my clients today, shout out, and it was, we talked about the clutter, the webinar clutter, okay? So it's basically when you're like full of free content and you don't even know where to look anymore. You're like just overwhelmed by everything that is possible for you to release out there, right? I get it. This is like so powerful. When I heard this term, webinar clutter, oh my God, I get it. That's awful. So that's not the game, okay? The game is not to overcomplicate things. The game is to simplify. This is what I'm up to tonight. I want to simplify the whole game for you. So you do not need to be every freaking where. You do not need to be trying to be on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, doing webinars, all that shit, okay? You do not need that. So first off, let's remove this as a clutter item, and let's say that this is all distractions, okay? That's literally what it's all about, is distractions. And I want us to go really like to this simplified level of what is business, okay? And I get why this feeling of overwhelm by everything that needs to be done in front of you, this can be kind of a blocker. This can be preventing you from actually putting your gifts out there and showing to the world what you're all about. And I get it. And I get it, and I get it, and I've seen it all over the place. And it's really massive how it's affecting your ability to show up and finally start this side hustle of yours, okay? So I understand why you're stuck there, but I want to tell you that it's done. Like, let's just remove this blocker and move forward. So you're feeling overwhelmed. You have now self-doubt. Sorry. You're watching all those people and you're telling yourself, like, I can't do this. I can't do it all. I can't show up like she's doing or he's doing. I can't do a webinar as powerfully as this person is doing. And she has like so many different strategies and she's like pitching, and this whole thing is so scary. I can't do it. So you're having self-doubts. And this is what happens like when you're just watching what everyone's doing. And I've been there. Trust me. I know the feeling of being in complete paralysis analysis. I was there, and I was stuck there for 2 months, okay? In the beginning of 2017, so I was stuck there for 2 months, completely overwhelmed by everything that everyone was doing. Hey, Christina, how are you? Good to see you in here. So a lot of people on Facebook tonight. That's so interesting. I love this. I'm exploring. I'm like testing both platforms, and I'm seeing that it's not consistent. So it's interesting. Anywho, so what I'm saying is that self-doubt starts happening because you're overwhelmed by everything that everyone's doing, because you're watching so many different people doing so many different things that you're like, who am I to do that? I can't do this. I have so many self-doubts. I don't know. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in paralysis analysis. And that is exactly where I was stuck for 2 months in my business, and it got me nowhere. No freaking where, because I was seeing this business thing as a big mountain, a big like Everest mountain, and I wasn't acting. I wasn't doing a shit about it. Okay. So this overwhelm literally took me 2 months to overcome, until I realized that I didn't need to show up as other people were showing up. I didn't need to do all of those things. I just needed to focus on what felt connected to me, what I felt like aligned with, and where my message would resonate better, right? Hey, yoga lovers. I love that name. I'm a yoga lover. I love it. So by now dealing with self-doubts, that was the first thing that came to my mind when I was preparing for this speak tonight, because I felt so much self-doubt, but I also felt a lot of imposter syndrome. Hey, Michael, how are you? Good to see you. So what happened is that this overwhelm of being a people watcher and complicating business got me to think that maybe I wasn't meant to do business. Maybe I wasn't meant to be a business leader, an actual business owner, an actual like coach, and all of those things, because it felt overwhelming, right? It felt too much, and I felt like, oh no, this is not for me. Like, I'm just gonna close the door and like go back to corporate, right? Oh my God, no, hell no. Saying it now feels so freaking funny, because it's impossible. Like, literally, there is no plan B. There's no way that I'm not gonna show up daily to prove a point and to build my business. But yoga lovers, so I felt at some point overwhelmed. Self-doubt started creeping in. Imposter syndrome started being like on me. And I thought, you know what? Going back to corporate. I'm just going to go back. Easy road, right? You're just going back in this train where everyone's riding the same train. Go back there, follow the rules, and just shut your mouth. But the thing is, this eager inside of me couldn't stop screaming. It just couldn't stop screaming. And I knew that I had no choice but to push through and actually fight and go all in with this. Okay. So where I'm going with this is that I was overwhelmed, and I realized that I could simplify everything. And that this is my message today: is you do not need to do it all. You do not need to follow what other people are doing. You do not need to follow any rules at all. All you got to do is really, really, really simplify this whole thing. So how do we simplify this? So what is business all about? Is anyone on the line right now can give me an answer of what they think business is all about? I'm gonna wait 2 seconds. If someone has the best definition of business, I'm about to give you mine, but if you have yours, happy to hear it out. And if you have questions about my overwhelm, just plug it in. I'm always happy to see people interacting. So what business is all about for me, it's fixing a problem. Woo, that's freaking simple, right? You fix a problem, boom, you're in business. You fix a problem for someone, boom, you're a business owner. This is as simple as it is. So what is the problem you're fixing, and who are you fixing it for? So Christina is saying create a value for customers. Exactly. And I would add that it's not just about a value. You got to be fixing something that they're dealing with, some type of problem, right? Because if people are going to be willing to give you money, it has to fix one of their problem that is really on their chest right now. They need to solve it. For whatever reason, they need to solve a problem, and you're going to bring value to solve that problem. Boom, Christina, you're like on point. This is exactly the definition of business, right? It's that simple. So why do we add so much complexity to it? Tell me. I don't understand. So fixing a problem, and now people like you, but you're fixing a problem for people just like you that are a few steps behind you. So you were able to overcome some type of problem in your life, whatever problem, right? And now you're helping others solve that problem. You either fix it for them, so by giving them a solution like all in, or you're coaching them or giving them a service to fix the problem. Hey, Luna. Oh, there's a lot of signs. Who's doing all those signs? Amazing. So it is that simple. You are fixing a problem that people need help with, and those people that you're helping, they're just a few steps behind you, okay? And I want to really give you a good example of, we just talked about imposter syndrome, and that's why I want to really simplify the whole business idea. There's no place for imposter syndrome, because what it is that you're fixing someone else's problem that went through the same thing you went through, or something very, very similar that you have the solution for. So if you think that you're not the right person to do so, yet you were able to overcome this problem, then who the hell is the right person to solve it except you? You're, my dear, the right person to solve that problem for them. Do you see that? Do you see how if you don't solve this problem for them right now, a problem that you are able to overcome, you overcame it for yourself, then you're literally missing out on helping someone that needs your fucking help. Boom, mind blown. Okay, Pam is laughing, 2 steps behind. Yeah, so 5 or 2, even 1 step behind you, and you can help them, right? Isn't that freaking powerful when you see that? Don't be selfish. Love it. Pam is saying don't be selfish. Exactly. So if you think that you're an imposter because you're helping people, there's something I don't understand here. You're helping someone that needs your help. You're helping them overcome something, yet you think you're an imposter for helping others. Mind blown. Share your gifts with the world. Yes, Pam, I love you. So this is business 101. Okay, you solve a problem that people need help with, and you help people that are just a few steps or 2 steps or 1 step behind you to overcome whatever you're able to help them overcome. This is business. Remove webinars, remove content, remove Instagram, remove LinkedIn, Facebook, all that shit from the equation, and this is business 101. So what have you been able to overcome that other people need desperately your help with? Do you see how powerful this is? Do you see how much people need you right now in their lives because they're going through shit that you went through, and you can help them overcome it? Boom! Mind fucking blown, okay? It's that simple. So this is business. Wow. Okay, now let's simplify even more, okay? So that you understand how you can help others, right? Because you're probably thinking, yeah, but I don't know, like, how do I do that? How do I help someone overcome something I did? But like, simplify the whole thing. So ask yourself, what was your process? How did you overcome whatever the thing that you were able to overcome? What's this process like? What did you do step by step to overcome this thing? It's a fear, it's a problem, it's anything really. Like, and it can be also with a product. You can be selling something that is solving a problem, some type of product, right? So really go back to the fundamentals. How were you able to overcome that problem? Step by step. What's the process you used? So my example for that is literally, I wanted to focus on helping others find happiness on Mondays and freedom because I was able to do so. I was able to build a side hustle that got me this independence that I was craving and this happiness on Monday mornings because I'm building my own vision, my own dream, my own future. So I want to help more people do so. Doesn't it make sense that I was able to overcome this miserable state of mind that I was in corporate? I was literally miserable. I was completely closed off. I wasn't my powerful self, and I want to help more people express themselves, get out of corporate and just be them and just express themselves and put their own magic into this world, right? I want to do that because I did it. This is why I'm here in front of you tonight. I did this and I want to help people do it. So I went through exactly what was my process. I really broke it down. And now I'm coaching people to do it, to actually build their own side hustle that will generate income, that is generating income and is growing into this business that eventually will bring them complete freedom. So do you see how what did I do? Now I'm teaching others to do it because this is basically magic. It created this amazing happiness for me, this freedom. And now I'm thriving. Everything's amazing when you start building a business that you're passionate about, that is aligned with your soul. I want to help people do the same. So what is it that you were able to overcome? What is this process that you used? Specifically you, what did you do to overcome whatever situation you were in? That is as simple as it is. So this is the process that you help other people with. Period, whatever. Okay. And now, so you can either teach people how to do it. So as I'm doing, I'm coaching, teaching, whatever, right? You can teach or coach, or you can do it for them. Do it for them can be a service, but can also be a product that is literally a solution to a problem, right? So you see that, right? So I'm going to give you a pretty powerful example. I'm just going to drink water before that. I'm like, if you have questions, please put them in. It's really nice to see so many people live on Facebook. I love it. And then Instagram is slow tonight for some reason, but all good. So good. So I want to give you a freaking powerful example because, I've been side hustling for 2 years. You learn, you try new things, you learn, and then you can help others not to do the same mistakes you made. So sharing some juicy mistakes that I made. It's not a mistake. It's kind of a path. It's part of the journey, literally. So what I started as a side hustle was a meetup series, right? So my meetup series was all about creating this spark, so inspiring people to pursue happiness on Monday mornings. So my meetup series was in Toronto, 8 a.m., downtown Toronto. I spent a year doing so, 5 events with more than 500 attendees. It was magical, people showing up on Monday mornings, 8 a.m. It was crazy, really amazing to see the appetite for this type of event, right? It was great. Yet, after a year of doing the events, I realized, and not necessarily after the year, but as I was doing them, I realized that it was not really a solution to a problem. It was literally just this show. You show up, you're inspired, you feel empowered, you're at the meetup and you love everything that you're hearing and seeing, yet you go back home and you keep at it and you keep in your routine and you don't do anything about it. You don't change your reality. So when I had this, realization, and at the same time, this organic thing happened, is that people were reaching out for my coaching and I wasn't even coaching at the time. And I was like, why do people reach out for advice? They want me to teach them how I did it. I was like, maybe there's something I need to realize with that. So I realized that people were looking at me and they wanted my help. They wanted a solution, yet what I was providing them was meetups, which wasn't a solution to their problem. It was just kind of a band-aid for one morning every 2 months, right? So what is a solution that you can bring to them that will solve their problem, right? So you got to think about that. And this is, part of my journey, and it was incredible. And I grew as a person so much since my first meetup. It's crazy. So it's not like I'm not like dismissing this whole journey of meetups. I loved every single event. But I learned that I needed to provide a real solution, and it got me to where I am today with a coaching business that is scaling. More clients are aligned, coming to me. They want to work with me to really build their own version of this side hustle thing and grow their business and be more free financially, and also free with their time and their energy and whatever they want to put in the world, right? So this whole solution thing, from meetup to coaching, I realigned my offer towards something that felt way more aligned with who I am, and towards something that is totally bringing value in actually solving a freaking problem that people have. Okay, so it's not complicated. Business is not complicated. You figure out what's your story, what is your thing that you were able to overcome, how can you help others do the same and bring them the solution that they need. Period. Boop. Yoga lover, thank you for the inspiration. Oh my God, thank you for being here. I love it. I hope that this brings sense to this whole way of simplifying. And there's one other point is that so remember, I talked about at the beginning all about webinars and this content flow and all that shit that's kind of like clouding the space. At the end of the day, once you find this problem and the solution, just be you. What feels aligned to you? What do you want to solve? Like, how do you want to solve that problem? You don't need to do webinars. You don't need to be on Instagram if you don't like Instagram. You don't need to be on Facebook. You don't need to do anything. What makes sense to you, in your opinion, and how you would have needed the help when you were stuck in that space, right? So mind shift. You don't need to be everywhere. You need to do what feels aligned to you. Where do you feel your energy is best? And how can you share this gift in your most powerful way? And that's all that matters. You're solving a problem for people. Where do you want to serve them? Where do you feel called to serve them? Is it at school? Maybe you need to be a teacher. Maybe you need whatever. Where do you feel like you need to show up to help and serve others? This is as simple as it is. Hi, Victoria. So good to see you in here. So it is that simple. It's a problem that you were able to overcome, that you can now bring a solution, use your own process, exactly how you went through it, guide people how to bridge this gap that they have in their life, or do it for them. And then you show up powerfully, however you want to. No need to be everywhere, and you do it your way. Your life, your rules. Your business, your rules. You do not need to be everywhere and do what others are doing. Do what feels aligned to you, and that's it. That's all that matters. Do you see that? Ooh, simplifying the whole thing. This big, crazy mountain is now just this tiny little bump in the road that you can totally overcome. Do you see it? Does anyone have questions for me at this point? And I have a final point, but curious to know if you have questions on everything that I just talked about, how to freaking simplify the way you do business and come back to the basics. How are you bringing a solution to someone like you? Period. Okay. And then the last point that I want to bring to this table is that if you do not show up, if you do not take that step and actually commit to bringing your gifts into the world, it's basically selfish, as Pam said it. Like, it's selfish because you're preventing someone that needs your help. You're preventing them to overcome a challenge. And how would you feel if you knew that person, let's say it's me, okay? I'm going through something freaking intense, and you're there right now, and you're not helping me. You're leaving me like hanging, leaving me in my problems. You're not helping out. Do you feel it? Do you feel how like harsh it is? So that's why we need your help. We need you out there. We need your gift out there into this world, okay? And what I always say to my clients is that if you do not show up, it's as if you're closed for business. So if you have some type of side hustle, but you're not showing up daily to serve and actually give your energy and bring attention to whatever you're offering, then it's basically as if you have a store and the door is closed and the lights are down. There's nothing going on. So do you want to be available to serve others? Do you have this gift that needs to be put out there? Do it. Gift, serve, be there. Give your all to people that need you and open the freaking lights of your business, okay? Open them up and simplify the whole thing. Do what feels true to you. Do what feels aligned to you and fuck the rest, okay? Boom. Finishing this live on a big fat, swear. I'm sorry for kids out there. So what do you think? Do you have questions? How can I help you simplify this whole thing? I'm really, really there for you. And I hope that this was insightful and this can help you actually take steps forward. And I want to say one last thing is that I work with clients just like you that are over complicating things, and I'm available for you, okay? I want to coach you. I want to help you simplify this whole game. I want to help you start from a place of purpose, something that feels freaking aligned with who you are and what you want out of life. What is your vision? No one else's. You and you. That's it. That's all that matters. You can't start a business or build a future without going to the fundamentals. What is it that you want? What is it that you feel is aligned to you and what feels like it's calling you? You need to do this, right? That's where you need to go back to. This is this place of love and what this energy that needs to be put out there. You gotta be able to go deep and find it. Okay, so that's what I'm doing with my clients. I'm going really deep, understanding the vision, and then building blocks to build this incredible business that will bring them freedom, this independence, this fulfillment. Because obviously, when you're building something from your heart, from your soul, then obviously you're freaking excited on Monday mornings, right? It just makes total sense. You want to spend time doing what you love every single week, every single day. It just makes total sense. So if you're in, I'm in, let's work together. I'm going to put the link to my coaching packages. I want us to work together and make your dream happen. Make your dream come true and put you in this space of flow that you do not feel overwhelmed by this whole thing that is called business, okay? What do you say? What do you say, okay? Let's chat. I love you all. It was such a powerful day. It is just a confirmation. The months that are behind us are confirming me as much as I didn't know what I wanted a few years ago. Now it's fucking clear what I want. And I love every single of my life. And I want to just thank you all because I'm grateful for this audience that I have where I can share this gift, this message that I have. And I want to help you do the same. Okay. So hope you had a wonderful Monday, everyone. It was lovely having a chat with you. And again, have a few spots available for coaching. It's like, honestly, it picked up crazy and I'm just so excited to be working with aligned clients. The people that are coming to me now are so freaking aligned. Like, it's kind of like this connection that is like, oh, so precious. And I love it so much, so much. So the link is going to be in both of these feeds. I'm going to do it now before I forget. And just hop hop on a call with me. Let's make this happen. I love you all. Actually, in Instagram, it's in my bio. It's like the second link. So just go in my bio if you're watching this, okay? Let's do this. Let's bring your freedom business alive and running, okay? Have a wonderful Monday, everyone. I love you all. I wish you the best, the very best evening, okay? Bye. Let's do this.